The pressure is getting to me, guys. I was so scared to attack against the worst Liverpool in the last decade, and I completely parked that double-decker in front of my net and hope maybe that shitty Gyökeres stumbles into a fluke goal or some shit. No matter how much of a points advantage I have when I see bold fraud in front of me, I completely crumble and turn into prime Ange Postecoglou. After the game, I told the Liverpool players to take it easy on us next time because they completely pounded us harder than Diddy, man. Somebody tell Frimpong to take Saka out of his pockets because that literally was black on black crime, guys. I hope Trump sends Delta Force so they can take Frimpong away for abusing the shit out of Saka today. In my 6 years of bottling, I have never seen a bunch of players bottle it this hard. I could have finished the league today, but instead I bent over to that bold fraud and let him walk around the clubhouse like he's a real coach or some shit. Anyways, I just checked the schedule to see when we were facing a pub side again so I can destroy them and act like I'm the next Sir Alex.
Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN Caramba, and we are back. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We've got, well, a lot of predictions here from certain people. Oh, it's going to be like taking on Spurs. It's going to be easy. It's going to be light work. Let's get straight into it. Egal already with a crazy prediction before the game. Let's get straight into it. Arranca, rebenta the likes, rebenta the subscribe button, and let's go. Let's go.
The sense that is, we know we're gonna win. We're feeling confident. I'm looking at your team, I'm looking at your setup, I'm looking at your manager, I'm looking at your situation. I'm just saying to myself, I feel that confident. It's like going into a North London derby where you know you're gonna win. It's to the point where your players, your fans, I see Liverpool fans telling me they want you guys to get slapped because there's rumors you guys could get sacked, your manager could get sacked. Your attack is looking weak. Your midfield that you improved, that you signed this big player for, is really not looking that great. Your defenders, your best ever defender in Virgil van Dijk is having one of his worst seasons. And I'm just looking around and I'm saying to myself, I don't see where you can hurt us. I don't see how you can stop us. And then you take it to the next level. Your set pieces. This is why another reason why you're moving like Tottenham. Your manager's moving like Ange. He's moving like Edge. He does not want to address the glaring issue with set pieces. And it's been happening all season. And hey, another issue you guys have, you can't keep a lead. Even if you score first, even if you score two, somehow you let somebody back into the game. And I'm just that confident. And also, we've seen Bayern come to the Emirates. We've seen Atletico Madrid come to the Emirates. We've seen so many teams come to the Emirates and get slapped up. I just think it's going to be a replication of this thing.
You know what's mad, yeah? I was going to get my African, but I don't have a beard in it. So.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy from Egal once again. An absolutely crazy take. How did that go, Egal? Quadruple charge. How did that go? We're going to slap up Liverpool. It's like these men didn't see how we performed against Everton, or how we performed against Sunderland, or 10-man Chelsea, or the way we performed against Fulham and West Ham. Like, we haven't been performing poorly this season, despite some of the games we actually got results in. What about the way we performed against Wolves? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're going to smoke Liverpool. This is why I said, yo, it depends on what Arsenal turn up if we can win the game. Can we win the game? Yeah, it depends on how we play. 20 minutes of putting Liverpool under pressure. That was it. And the rest, we just sat back, allowed them to pressure us. This is crazy. I don't know. I don't get where the arrogance comes from this fan base. As if we haven't bottled league titles before. As if this manager hasn't failed to get us over the line. As if we haven't had games where we're talking about own goals. We're celebrating own goals. Like, that's something to cheer about. That's something to be happy about. It's crazy. This fan base never learns. They never learn. Oh, but it doesn't matter because it was a good point. No, it wasn't a good point. It's a Liverpool team you've been cussing since the start of the season. It's a Liverpool team that's there for the taking. It's a Liverpool team that's got bust up by flipping PSV this season. It's a Liverpool team, even Fulham put 2 goals past them. We can't even score 1. And that's Fulham. I'm going to saying it's a good point. Kapukadia that I'm listening to. Crazy. But, you know, football's a humbler. Egal learned that once again. Football is a humbler once again.
Number two, the midfield was poor today. We did not have control of this game. Number three, Victor Gyökeres. Bro, shaky performance once again. What did he do? What did he do? The second half versus Liverpool was horrendous. We gave them all the ball. Maybe we changed the tactics to try to give them possession, but we really didn't capitalize on any of our chances. The defense was solid, didn't give Liverpool any chances, but we did give away one opportunity. We're lucky they hit the bar. It took a last-second corner for us to actually have a chance to try to win the game, and if that's your best chance to win the game, you're not going to win. Don't get me.
Really? Like, we haven't been scoring own goals. Like, we haven't been putting poor performances against Chelsea in the first half, Sunderland in the first half. We've been doing this. We've been second half FC. We've been 45 minutes FC. We've been stinking it out. We've been scoring own goals. We've been inconsistent. We've been getting away with it. This is why I didn't understand the chess. This is why I didn't understand the whole, oh, we're going to smoke them. I didn't understand that. What is that based on? Because it definitely ain't based on our form. It ain't based on how we've been playing. This is why I didn't understand your chess. I didn't understand your prediction. I didn't get it. It's just good vibes. Man got excited because we beat Villa. Well, they slapped up just a couple of weeks before that. They slapped us up a couple of weeks before that. Brighton, we were rubbish. Yeah, I'm saying Everton, rubbish. Wolves, Club Brugge, if they actually had a striker, they could have actually got something out that game. We've been rubbish. We've been playing rubbish. But you man said, oh, don't worry about it, North. Just look at the result. Look at the result, Milku. I told you they're going to start dropping points. And now look, we're dropping points again. We're back to dropping points again. And now Egal's sitting there looking surprised, like, oh, I can't believe. Oh, well, if this is your only chance at the end to score and win the game, you're not going to. Well, did you think set pieces and own goals were going to win us the league? Because I'm struggling to understand how you feel like limited chances against Liverpool is not going to win you the game, but you think limited chances in general and us not taking our chances and relying on own goals is going to get us to win the league. I don't get it. I don't get it. But let's keep going.
Wrong. You see Bukayo Saka, he put the ball across the box multiple times. You see Trossard, he squared the ball into the box a couple times. We got into dangerous positions, we just couldn't capitalize. We're also kind of lucky that Liverpool didn't get a penalty. I'm really worried about this guy, Miles.
Oh, we're kind of lucky that Liverpool didn't get a penalty. Are you going to say robbed? Were they robbed? Does that mean that they were robbed? I don't know, because when it's us, when the decision goes against us, it's robbed. So were Liverpool robbed then? Were Liverpool robbed? The way he just skated through that. Do you know what I'm saying? Trossard was very, very lucky with that challenge. Very lucky with that challenge that it didn't go against us. But let's continue.
So Skelly, because I thought his performance in the second half was extremely shaky. I need to see better performances from him going forward. And yeah, the Martinelli situation at the end, not good. I mean, Gary Neville said it. He said a mad thing. He said, I'm absolutely fuming with Martinelli. It's an absolute disgrace. But he also was inciting violence on Martinelli, saying that the Liverpool... You know what? I'll talk about this on another video. Long story.
Oh, here it goes. Inciting violence. Where did he incite violence? Always the victim, bro. Always the victim. I swear down. There's always some sort of victim that we need to get out of the game. Oh, my days. I can't believe they did this. Oh, my days. Inciting what violence, bro? What violence, bro? I swear down. Change your period pad and stop with this nonsense, Egal.
Sure, I thought this was a disgrace. I thought Martinelli, maybe he didn't know that he was actually injured, but Martinelli's silly for that. Overall, poor performance. We don't capitalize on Man City dropping points. We're still going to win the league, in my opinion. This is just a hiccup. And as for...
Just a hiccup, in my opinion. Just a hiccup. Well, Egal, why don't you give us your analysis of how we're going to improve our football? Because I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I see you sitting there looking like El Sweatshirt from Odd Future, and our future's looking odd. It's looking odd because I'm not seeing an improvement from the Sunderland game up until now. I see the same old rubbish. I see a manager that tactically is getting caught out. I'm seeing a manager that ain't getting over the line. And you're sitting there with Pee Wee Herman, with the Pee Wee Herman cap, with a spinning fan on top of your head, telling us, oh, it doesn't matter, it's only a blip, we're going to get back to it. We're not going to get back to nothing, bro. Nothing is improving. Just like you said, Gyökeres, what did he do? Why ain't your manager getting the most out of him? Why isn't this filuda puta of a manager not getting the most out of Gyökeres? Whose job is it to get the most out of the player? It's on the manager. Why are we sitting back for 45 minutes? At no point do I ever hear you criticize this manager, bro. Ever. Do you know what I'm saying? Ever. It's always like, oh, the striker's not performing. Oh, well, you know. No. It's this manager's team, it's his tactics, it's his lineup. Let's start criticizing the manager. I know maybe you're going to lose subs if you start criticizing the manager, but let's just talk facts. Because all I ever see you doing is diverting around the manager. No. We sat back because that was the manager's instructions. It was the manager's instructions. We don't have a plan B because the manager's not implementing a plan B. We have a striker that's not banging in goals because we do not play to Gyökeres' strengths. Can we just talk about the facts, please? Can we talk about the facts? Tired of this, man. Tired of this. But we're going to win the league. Okay, Egal, we'll speak at the end of the season.
For the festive period, we've dropped 2 points out of a possible 5 games. So not bad.
Not bad, you know? Not bad. But you're telling me it's not sustainable, but it's not bad. That's what I'm saying, man. These men just look at the result. They don't look at the games. And this is why a result like yesterday against Liverpool for them is shocking. For me, it's not shocking. I was already calling this out when the performances were poor, and I was like, we can't keep stinking it out. We're going to drop points. And let me remind you, we didn't lose the league last season because of losses. We lost it for too many draws. So there you go. When man are telling us it's a good point, remember we lost the league because of too many draws. But let's continue. But apparently it's a good point.
Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. 1 Havertz is needed. Victor Gyökeres completely nullified again, failing to fire off a single shot on target for the
Havertz is needed. Havertz is now needed. Now we're doing it. We did it with Jesus when he came back, and now we're doing it with Potbelly Babs is back at it again. Potbelly, Fat Man Scoop is back at it again. Do you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about that Havertz is needed? Why do we need Havertz for? What, to be missing chances just like Jesus? These men do it, I swear down. They did it with Nketiah. They did it now with the return of Jesus. And now they're doing Havertz. Oh, we need Havertz for what? To pass the ball around. We got Jesus to pass the ball around. What's this Potbelly Oompa Loompa looking sumo wrestler talking about? Why do we need Havertz back? This guy talking rubbish once again, bro. Once again. I swear that do-rag is too tightly squeezed on the top of your head, bruv. It's stopping the circulation to your brain cells. Havertz ain't gonna do nothing. What are you talking about? Apart from making it look prettier. Who gives a shit? We don't get over the line. We've had this bimbo, this flipping giraffe for how long? A man is saying, oh, but now it's... These men never learn, bro. These men never learn. I swear these filhos da puta never learn, bro. Oh, first it was Jesus the answer. Oh, we got Jesus back. Oh, my days, reincarnation of Jesus. Now all of a sudden, oh, we need Havertz back. Havertz is going to be the answer. When's he? So why did we need to go and spend that money on Gyökeres? We could have went and got another midfielder or a left winger. Why did we go spend the peas on Gyökeres then? If Havertz is the answer. Cala boca, filho da puta, man. This guy talking rubbish. Let's continue.
7th time this season. I understand that he needs chances, but he's got to do better as well. 2 Anti-Climax FC. In the second half, Arsenal were completely dominated, failing to create a single good chance. Our football was way too safe, way too patient. And at the Emirates Stadium, I expect so much better. 3 Martinelli apologizes. After pushing an injured Conor Bradley, a mistake.
This is the analysis of the game. Martinelli apologizes. There's nothing tactical here. Let me tell you about Let me tell you about breaking down the game. If we're not going to play through balls and we're not going to play in a counter-attack and look for Gyökeres' runs, there's no point. Saka, move him to the left. More effective on the left. The midfield removes Zubimendi, put Ødegaard in the 8 and put Eze in the 10. All of a sudden, we have more of a creative midfield that can actually provide for Gyökeres. Yeah? And when we're looking better. How about that? But instead, we're talking about nonsense. Martinelli apologizes. Can we get a breakdown? I thought this was supposed to be tactical breakdowns. 5 things that we learned. What were we learning here? Filo da puta. Let's continue.
It was definitely made, acknowledged by Martinelli himself after the game, confirming that he'd apologized to Bradley on messages. 4 Ineffective Gabriel Jesus. Coming off the bench with a...
Ineffective Gabriel Jesus. I mean, it's not like we didn't warn you guys. But now you're doing the exact same thing with Havertz. Oh, wait till Havertz gets back. We must have Havertz. You lot did this with Jesus coming back from injury. Now you're talking about ineffective. What do you think that Havertz is going to bring that Jesus doesn't bring? Both of them, rubbish in front of goal, link-up play. It's the same old shit. Same old rubbish, bro. So what are we talking about? Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue, Rikishi. Let's continue, Jagadi.
Chance to make a real impact, but instead only wrestling with Konate. I expect so much better for a player who has so much more to offer. 5 An annoying bump. After 7 wins...
Annoying bump. Annoying bump. Yeah, I'm saying. Annoying bump. Now, the only bump is when you look down and that's that quarter pounder in the front of your stomach, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, annoying bump. Looking like a cement mixer in the front of your belly, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Annoying bump. We ain't going to win the league. Stop chatting shit. Stop chatting shit. We are playing rubbish. You do this every fucking year. Oh, it's an annoying bump. It's a blip. Oh, we got the Arsenal unstoppable. Kala Boca, bro. Go put down that cement mixer and actually go out and actually speak facts, bro. Stop talking rubbish, bruv. Stop talking absolute rubbish.
In a row, the draw game against a team that was there for the taking. Even Arne Slot confirmed after the game, Liverpool's performance was not amazing, failing to even register a single shot on target. For the second time this year, Arsenal have failed to win at the Emirates Stadium. And on one side, that is really annoying. But after City drew early on the weekend, Arsenal are still 6 points clear top of the Premier League. The result is definitely annoying, but nothing more than a bump in the road. 5 things we learned from Arsenal.
Nothing more than a bump in the road. Nothing more than a bump in the road. Who is calling me right now? Nothing more than a bump in the road. No problem. Nothing more than a bump in the road, yeah? Cool. Remember this. Everyone remember this. Nothing more than a bump in the road. We've been talking, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking about how this team needs to improve. Don't worry. Nothing more than a bump in the road, guys. Cool. No worries. I remember this. Nothing more than a bump in the road. Quadruple charge. Let's keep going. Because these men seem to never, they never get it until it's too late. They never get it till it's too late.
Chris, for me, broski, you need to pattern up, genuinely, bro. We're playing with wingers that are ball-to-feet players, fam. We need you as a running in behind player, bro. Trossard, he won't do that on the, you get me, regularly. Saka, Ivor, you get me. It's you, Gyökeres, bro. You are the ones that need to run in behind, bro. But you can't physically compete against the Virgil van Dijk and Konate, which is not an easy ask. I understand that, bro. But fam, please, bro, please, I'm begging you, fam. Just actually Declan Rice today wasn't the greatest, fam. But again, Madueke coming on and doing something cold, bro. It might be a team where we do have to play Saka off the left, bro. Trossard has been insanely good, bro. But I'm saying not every game, but just different types of games. We might have to play Saka, you get me, left wing, bro. Because Madueke, the pace he provides and what he does with it, it's what we need in wingers, fam. It's what we need when creating chances. So, top of the league, 6 points clear, as I've already said. City and Aston Villa dropping points too. I couldn't care less what everyone else is thinking about us. So we're good, genuinely. Say what you want in the comments, but I'm good.
You see? And that is the mentality why we don't get nowhere. Say what you want. I don't care. I'm not hearing it. Man like Keenan and Kel. Who loves soda? I love soda. I do. Yeah? Don't worry. End of the season, I bet you'll be crying. End of the season, you'll hear exactly what we're talking about. Because I've been here, done it, seen it, worn the t-shirt, all of it. We are winning nothing. When I keep saying, and I'll keep repeating, we have done nothing tactically to look better than what we were last season. We have added a couple of players and we're looking just as bad. The team selection is still not balanced enough. The approach is wrong. We do not press as a team properly. We do not keep up the pressure consistently. We do not attack consistently. And then we retreat. This is not sustainable, bro. So you can do the whole key to the, here it goes. Doom, doom, doom. You can do all of that. But guess what? We ain't winning it this season. We're allowing Man City. Now, the Man City draw means nothing. Thank you, Arsenal. The Man City draw means nothing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It absolutely means nothing. And this is the thing. These man, they get surprised by these results because they don't listen to set pieces every week ain't going to work. Dark Arts is not going to work. The Dark Arts all the time ain't going to work. Complaining, bitching and moaning about the referee all the time ain't going to work. Eventually, you're going to have to see reality. And the reality is this manager has hit his limit. He's hit his ceiling. He can't do any better. He's not a tactician and he doesn't know how to break. A Liverpool side that was there for the taking. Imagine this. This is a Liverpool side that we can't score against. And we were cooking both their fullbacks. But all of a sudden, we can't beat them. All of a sudden, we're unable to break them down, but we were cooking their fullbacks. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's an embarrassment. But let's continue. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more of them out there right now that are waffling. So let's get straight to it.
Positives you taken from that game, it's hard to find them. Firstly, tepid performance, really poor performance. I thought it was a bad game. There's not really much to talk about in the game. They didn't do much. I thought Liverpool as champions to come here stunk the place out, really, they did. But so did we, and we're at home. So it's on us, Cecil, innit? It's on us to go and take the game to them. This whole nonsense about Arteta, as if Arteta's gone in the dressing room and go, guys, don't attack. It's poor. You know, like, listen, everyone's very reactionary. I could take you back to the Invincible season. There were games, one of them was Portsmouth away, obviously dives to get a penalty. There was 12 games that season where we weren't great. Like Robbie said, you know, not every single game you're going to get a spectacular performance. And we expect so much. For me today, when we played Man City on the third or fourth game of the season, that for me showed how far we had come. The fact that Pep Guardiola, in 600 games he had played, that was the least possession his team had had. They scored early and sat back. And Liverpool come in today and they defended. We used to go to Liverpool and get smoked 4-0. They come in and they're scared of Arsenal. They were scared. I was in the Barbers today with you, Cecil. And when you left, the Liverpool fan come in and went, I'm expecting a 3-0 loss. Yeah. And the guys you were just talking to earlier, they were expecting to lose the game as well. And again,
let me just stop it there. This is what I hate about this fan base, is that they'll sit there and barefaced lie. We were rubbish against Fulham. This goes back actually to the start of the season. Start of the season, we were shit against Man United. We got a result. Yeah? We were rubbish against Liverpool. We lost that game. We were rubbish against Man City. Dropped points. We've been rubbish the whole season. We've had a couple of good results. But there's been a lot of games that we've had results, and you're going to look at it and say, oh, but we got the win. But when you look at the performance and watch the performance, it hasn't been good enough. Man United started the season, shit. Man City, Liverpool, shit. We were shit in those games, yeah? Fulham, West Ham, we were shit. Brighton, we should have been down 2-0 at half-time. We should have been down 2-0. Sunderland, we were shit. Chelsea, we were shit. Aston Villa, we were shit. Everton, we were shit. Wolves, we were shit. Just because you got the result doesn't mean that you're playing well. And you know when it catches up to you? When we got slapped up against Aston Villa, when we're dropping points now against Chelsea, against Sunderland, now against flipping Liverpool, that's when it catches up to you. So everybody that wants to look at the football and just say, oh, but you got the result. Well, guess what? I ain't surprised that we dropped points, because I've been watching the performances and they've been inconsistent. As much as you can tell me we were good against Bayern, we were good against Chelsea, we were good against Aston Villa. The second game that we played against them, we were good against Bayern. Ultimately, Atletico, we've been inconsistent, which is exactly why I said going into this game, I don't have the faith in this manager, because I don't know what version of Arsenal I'm going to see. If I see the Arsenal that played against Bayern, it's a different Arsenal. But that Arsenal going up against the Arsenal that faced Chelsea, that faced the first game against Villa, the one that faced Sunderland, this is an Arsenal that turns up 45 minutes and dies. We actually only played for 20 minutes and we died. Not good enough. Not good enough. But I called it before the game. So when man are trying to say that, oh, but we've actually been, it's only been one blip and we've been good. No, we haven't. The scoreline doesn't tell the story. You can win a game and not necessarily be the better team, but you won the game. You did the most important thing, which is put the ball in the back of the net. And sometimes it wasn't even us putting the ball in the back of the net. Against Wolves, they put the ball in the back of their own net. But since everybody wants to watch football and just say, oh, well, look at the result, and we're not going to dissect the performance and what players are doing and what the manager's doing, well, then you're going to be surprised by results like this, because you're not analysing the game. You're just going on with the result, because then you can go on Twitter, then you can go on flipping Instagram, run up your gums and talk about, but we got the 3 points. Cool. That type of delusion and short-sightedness is exactly why this club never gets over the line. It's always more about let's clown everybody else instead of fixing our own problems. Oh, as long as we got 3 points, we can laugh at everybody else. No, there's issues here at this club, and there's been issues here at this club with this manager, but they don't want to talk about it because Arsenal got the 3 points. So let's just ignore everything North's talking about because we got the 3 points. Well, we didn't get the 3 points against Liverpool, did we? We didn't get the 3 points. Why is that? It's a blip, apparently. It's a blip. Let's continue.
And excited about getting a draw here, which might help them to finish 6th instead of 5th or whatever it might be. We're 21 games in. We're 6 points clear, right? You know, Arteta is the best performing manager in Europe now, so I don't want to hear no slander on Arteta, right?
Has he won any trophies? Has he won any trophies? If the season over, and has he won any trophies? Because this is another thing that this fan base like to do. Let's go in with some stats. When does the actually, your manager actually came out and said this yesterday. We need to make the stats translate into trophies. So hold that. Your own manager said it the other day. We need to make stats translate into trophies. In his own press conference, we need the stats to translate into trophies. So as much as you're trying to suck him off, even this manager saying about himself, the stats have to become trophies. And as it stands, we've got no trophies under this bum. So what are you talking about? Let's continue.
The players today have to take a bit more responsibility. They should have come out today and should have attacked more. But the previous 5 games we played, we hadn't won any of them last season. They were all draws and losses, and we won them all.
We're supposed to. We spent more money. We went and got Eze. We went and got Gyökeres. This kind of this stupid narrative of last season we wouldn't have won this game. You're supposed to be being better when you buy more players and you spend money. So what are we talking about? Oh, this time last season, as if, well, that's why you go into the transfer window. That's why you bring in players. So you actually have better performances. So you put right the wrongs, you drop points, and the games you drop points in last season, you put them right this season. But ultimately, it still comes down to who's going to win a major honor and who wins the trophy. Shut up with this bullshit. I'm so tired of these men talking fucking bullshit. You're so fucking supposed to. You spent money in the summer. You've got better players at your disposal. So, of course, you're supposed to be fucking getting the points off games that you dropped last season. That's what it's about. You're supposed to strengthen every transfer window. What are we talking about? I swear this fan base, man. I swear down.
Just played 6 games in the space of 20 days, and we've got 16 out of 18 points, and we're 6 points clear of Manchester City. So you have to look at everything in context. All you Arsenal players, I believe in you. 98% of us believe in you. Keep doing your thing. Keep going. We go to Chelsea. We put a marker down. Make sure we nearly get to the. If we beat them at Stamford Bridge, we're nearly in a Carabao Cup final.
These man never learn, man. These man never learn, bro. These man never learn. I swear down. They make it seem like it's a miracle what this man is doing. He ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing. Next up, Piers Morgan's son. Man like little Piers.
Liverpool 0. 2 points dropped or 1 point gained? For me, 2 points dropped. And the second half performance, I thought was really unambitious. And that was what disappointed me. You know, we've talked about how Arsenal coming out for the second half, that period between the 45th and the 60th minute has been so good for us. Second half, I mean, we created virtually nothing. 0.27 XG was all we created. I didn't feel like we went for it enough. And I hope that doesn't come back to bite us at the end of the season. Gyökeres tonight for me was very...
You see? They know deep down. I hope that doesn't come back to bite us at the end of the season. We didn't win the league because of too many draws. Yeah, I'm saying. But continue, Sheldon.
Disappointing. 8 touches in the entire game, 1 in the opposition box. And when you consider how much we had the ball in their half in the first half, I think that's really poor. The amount of times we got to the byline, pulled it back. He needs to be finding those spaces to receive those balls, and he didn't. And outside of that, he didn't offer much. As always, there will be a longer video on the YouTube channel where I'll talk about all of the incidents, hindsight, the amount of times, particularly in the first half, like I said, that we were getting in behind down that right-hand side, getting in between Kirkes and Van Dijk, but that final ball from the byline wasn't good enough, and that is what often he is elite at, whether it's standing the ball up or finding that cut back, and he does it so often. I feel like we could have abused that more, that overlap, and we didn't. I know we've been crying out for Madueke, Eza in particular, but they were bold subs, and I didn't mind them at the time because we weren't creating much in that second half. We lost even more of the ball at that point. I mean, we barely touched it after they came on, and I felt like we probably lacked having Ødegaard and his composure on the ball in that final 10 or 15 minutes. Another tough one for Miles Lewis-Skelly. I thought when Hincapié went off and Miles Lewis-Skelly came on, we looked more vulnerable on that side to Frimpong. The ball over the top, it feels like it's always on over Miles Lewis-Skelly's head. And we lost a bit in attack as well. And I do feel like, fine, if we're going to lose a bit defensively when we bring Miles Lewis-Skelly on, at least give us what he offers in offence. You know, the way he carries the ball. We're not seeing that much of him recently. I don't feel like he's got the confidence to pick it up and carry it in the way that he has done in the past. And I missed that. And finally, I suppose it's not all doom and gloom. That was the first time since 2010 that Liverpool haven't had a shot on target. And I know they were missing attacking players.
Not sounding very confident to me. These top gooners ain't sounding very confident to me. They ain't sound like they're believing and trusting the process to me. It's starting to look shaky. It's starting to look real shaky. You know what I'm saying? I told you in the end, they're always going to come back round and say what we've been saying. Do you know what I'm saying? But when they criticize the team and the club, it's always justifiable. When we do it, you're being negative. You're twerking for rivals. Are you, man, not twerking for rivals now? Are you not twerking for the rivals? What happened to Arsenal scary? Like, Liverpool didn't find Arsenal scary.
But, you know, when you think back to when we were playing with Marino, Waneri and Raheem Sterling up top because we had injuries to Saka and Havertz and Jesus and Martinelli and, like, I don't think we were given the leeway that Liverpool have perhaps been given tonight in terms of not delivering that. So defensively, apart from the bit of...
No one cares about giving them leeway. At the end of the day, yeah, they've had two managers and both of them have been successful in terms of trophies. So you're going to have to hold that. You know what I'm saying? You man are the ones that have been talking up and down, praising this manager like he's the Messiah and everything else like that, and there's no trophy here. So Liverpool ain't got nothing to prove. They had Klopp, they won Champions League, Prem, and then they won Cups. They got Slot in first year. You man underestimated their squad. Boom, they won the Premier League. Cool, he's failing this season. In 2 years, he's done more what this manager's done. And you man are telling us that we have to stick with Mikel Arteta. The fact is nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Their manager's actually delivered. Whether he's failed this season, cool, fine, that's all great. But if he's a failure of winning one Prem in 2 years, what the fuck is Mikel? Okay, then. Let's continue. Let's continue.
You need to understand what you're looking at. These are not the same man from 4 years ago. You're looking at a group of men in front of you. It's not boys you're looking at anymore. You're seeing manly stuff, testosterone-filled performances. And we need to put respect on these people's name now. Because we're not what we were before. Arsenal people.
Testosterone performances. I didn't see any testosterone performance in that second half. I saw estrogen performance. I was just getting daggered out, getting pressed back, getting leaned back, getting pressed against the wall. I saw some estrogen performance. I never saw a testosterone performance, though. I don't know. I don't know what Big Nasty's talking about, but let's continue.
People aren't really watching Arsenal for what they really are. And if you were, you would realise that this isn't the same Arsenal that you lot have been calling bottle jobs for the last 20 years. Personnel have changed. Personnel have grown up. Personnel have come in. The manager has changed. The manager's grown up. The manager is not naive. The players are not naive. They get it. The only way is up. We haven't got worse. The only way is up. Because I know what my boys are going to deliver for me. And that's the Premier League. People.
Okay. Great analysis. Because we're not bottle jobs, but once again, we have an opportunity to go forward and we fumble it. So I don't know what Nutty Professor's talking about, but this is what I'm talking about, this fan base. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't get it. But he's trusting the process. You know what I mean? It's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everything's all good. Cool, no problem. We'll see at the end of the season. Let's continue. I'm so tired of this.
We looked devoid of ideas. There was a stat on the screen at one point. Liverpool had 75% possession, but I feel like Liverpool came for a draw. I feel like they were happy with a draw. It's not a good result for us, but in the grand scheme of things, after City dropping points yesterday, it's not the worst result. But if there's a time you're going to drop points, it's when you're playing your worst. You know, if you can play that bad, especially in the second half, and not lose.
So Liverpool didn't have a single shot on target throughout the whole 90 plus minutes.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think that's down to our good defending. I think that's down to their maybe poor finishing, bad decision making. If this is Arsenal at their absolute worst, and that second half was one of the worst performances I've seen from us this season, and we still don't lose against a team that won the Premier League last year, then something good is still happening, even if we don't get all 3 points. And yeah, 6 points clear and we move.
Sorry, mate. I have to put on my Barca shirt because I can't. This club, I need to be repping my club right now because my club right now is on the way to winning the league title. Not this bummy club that's taking the fucking piss. What he just said sounded amazing. It sounded great. It sounded like a great story. I love the story that he told. The problem is where he goes when we're not playing well and we're getting this result. You know what I'm saying? We have been looking shit. The problem is not that we can't win or lose certain games not looking good. Do you know what I'm saying? The problem is it's become a habit. That is my problem. We didn't look good against Sunderland. We dropped points. We didn't look good against Fulham and West Ham. We got the points. We didn't look good against Chelsea. We dropped points. We didn't look good against Aston Villa. We dropped points. We didn't look good against Wolves. We got 2 own goals. We didn't look good against Everton. We won the game. We didn't look good against fucking Liverpool. We dropped points. Do you understand my point? It's inconsistent. And this level of inconsistency is not going to get you over the line. That is what I'm talking about. But these man, they think, oh, but we won against Everton, but we won against Wolves. Oh, but we won. Oh, but we got a point against Sunderland. No, this is where we're going to lose the league. The inconsistency. Yes, certain games we've got away with it. You should not be playing like this week in, week out. It's not even a crunch end of the season and we're playing like this. This goes all the way back to the start of the season. Liverpool, Man City, and fucking Man United in the first game of the season. We have been looking inconsistent and we've been inconsistent. And this is exactly why City are still in touching distance. This is why. Because of the way that we're playing. We should be clear. We should be clear. The way Man City's been inconsistent, the way all these teams, Chelsea, Aston Villa, the way these men have been inconsistent, we should be at least 10 points clear right now. We should be. But guess what? We're 6. Which means we're within touching distance. 2 to 3 game spin, all of a sudden everything changes. That's how quick of it is. It looks good on paper, 6 points. It's 2 game spin. And all of a sudden it's background and it's not looking as comfortable. It's not that much of a gap. And this is the problem. But then they'll come out and say, but we're getting points even though we're not looking good. Okay, well we've been doing this for the last 2-3 seasons and we ain't got over the line. We ain't got over the line. So what is there this season to show us that it's going to be any different? Come on. Let's stop this nonsense, bro. These men are so desperate to make this look amazing. Just tell the truth, bro. Just tell the truth. Man think we're going to win a quad playing like this. We're not winning a quad like this. We're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not winning no quad playing like this, bro. This is ridiculous. This is 6 years deep under the same manager, and this is the football that we're getting. These men are crazy. This man think it's done, you know.
Bro, the sooner we forget about this game, the better. You know them ones there, blood, because I'm not going to lie to you. Dead once again. Not brave. Just not brave enough, fam. You're telling me you can't beat this deadbeat Liverpool's. We made them look good today, bro. We made Liverpool look good today, bro. You know the ones there. We are dominating like we're dominating in the first half. In the first half of that first half, you got to score. You got to score. You got to do something, my brother. But even there, ultimately, Liverpool had the better chances. I'm not going to lie to you, blood. It's one of them ones, forget this game. The sooner the better, man. Listen, a draw, you'll take it. What, 6 points clear or whatever it is. Man will take it. I'm not going to lie, we'll still win the league. But I want to win the league convincingly. I want to walk to the league. Not be shaking, turning head, what else. But I want to walk to the league, plain sailing and them things there. And games like this, you have to blitz them, man. So Boss like doing a lot of chattings in the media. Should I humbled him today, bro? And we didn't. But it is what it is, a draw. I will take it, I guess. But Arsenal, I just expected a bit more. We're at home, full fit squad pretty much, apart from Kai Havertz. I'm kind of feeling, come on, man. But yeah, Liverpool, you know your thing, I guess.
You see, it's all looking shaky. It's looking shaky for these men right now. They're not believing. They're not as confident as they say they are when we get wins, bro. They're not as confident. When they look at the performances and they don't get the results, they don't like this football. They don't.
Is how this game has ended. Horrible performance. Liverpool came out with 0 shots on target. Arsenal had 4 shots on target. But guess what? Liverpool, there's 0 shots on target, were the team who had the best chance of the whole game, where Conor Bradley hit the crossbar. I don't know what I saw. 44th minute was the last time Arsenal had a shot on target. All the way up until the 89th with Gabriel header. That was Jesus' header. That's poor. We could have got 8 points clear today. It's not the end of the world drawing against Liverpool. But Liverpool is the only team, home and away, to make sure Arsenal scored 0. Arsenal did not score a single goal. It kept us to 0 goals. How? I don't know how Liverpool done it. They figured out the set pieces. They figured out a way to neutralise Arsenal from going forward. You gotta give them big credit. Arsenal, we take a draw, we take a point, we get out, we regroup, and we make sure it's better going forward. Because that was poor right there in this game. At home,
No, not dark arts. No dark arts. No, we're not gonna. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do the dark arts thing. No, okay. No free hit. Okay.
well, generally, that second half as well, by the way, Liverpool dominated us. We hope we go through. Ever come in the West, come on Arsenal. That right there let me down. Ew!
Absolute jokers. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. Now they want to call it out. I've told you, this fan base only want to clock it when it's too late. Let's continue, bro.
Set out 11 men behind the ball. It was like we were playing Brentford. That's the first thing. That's one of the worst games of football from two top teams in the country I've seen in years. That was the most ridiculous amount of football that I've seen. Atrocious football, boring, rubbish. Both teams. But if there was a team that was at least trying to do a little something, Liverpool played better than us in the second half. They played better than us in the second half, but their game plan was to stifle us. They tried to stifle us, and they did stifle us, and that was their whole game plan. And I think it's just one of them games that you just couldn't get in. And I think we've got a major issue with our striking department. Major issue. We've got a big problem with Gyökeres, and we've got a big problem with Jesus. Jesus is not good. Like, let's get rid of all of this revisionism and stuff. Oh, Jesus can help, but he ain't good. He gets in the way all the time. Even the last kick of the game, he got in Gabriel's way from the corner. He's in his way. Not only is he in his way, he's never in the box where he needs to be in the box, and he does not press properly. People are going to say, yes, Jesus works hard. Bro, I'm telling you, whenever Jesus is on the pitch, the reason why the other team is able to constantly pin us back is because Jesus, he marks space all the time. He just shifts from left to right. He marks space. He never goes and says, let me go and press and start the press and go and get the ball and let me do that. He doesn't do that. So every time Jesus is on the pitch, it's a liability now.
Liverpool came to play haram football.
Well, who told you, man, that this guy would show you again exactly why we had to move on from Jesus? We said this. I've got nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what D said. The problem is this fan base, we're talking like Jesus the Savior was back and everything is fixed, and all of a sudden we're going to be cooking now. That I just don't get it. I don't get it with this fan base. It's like they refuse to see the reality, bro. They refuse to see the reality until it's too late. They refuse it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I mean? We've got the Mali and Deck back. What's he saying?
What the Emirates? Look at how they're set up. This, it might be the ultimate haram low block I see from Liverpool. They're showing no attacking intent. Bro, 0 shots on target from Liverpool. Conor Bradley had a great chance though, but that was because Saliba decided to fizz it out my goalkeeper. But
it's always a sin when another team wants to play defensive, but when this manager plays defensive, it's all fine. Man is criticizing Liverpool and the way they set up. They can play however they want, bruv. You know what I'm saying? They can play how we want. How did we set up in the second half? Oh yeah, the haram defensive football. But that's okay. It's okay when Arsenal do it. You know what I'm saying? We've been stinking it out, defensive football, 1-0, defensive fucking set piece, nicking it at the end, fucking dark arts, not even no intent to flipping win games, and then stinking it out with a 1-0 or 2-1 and running away with it. It's been fine. But now all of a sudden, Liverpool put a low block. My days, what a sin. Oi, charge them, lock them up, phone the police. The hypocrisy in this fan base is crazy.
Could have easily been 1-0 to Liverpool. I wanted to say that. But they've come here to play no football, but they can't even get out of their half. Arsenal, where our own errors are leading to what they're having chances on. We can easily beat Liverpool. This is going to be an easy game for us. Second half needs to be a lot better. They're going to play this low block of hell. They're doing well, but I can't lie, from the set pieces. But what we need to do is go out there and show better intent in the second half. We are a second half team. We did it against Aston Villa, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich. We always do this to every team in the second half. We dominate. Liverpool on our...
Man saying that like that's something to be proud of. Oh, we're a second half team. That's exactly why we drop points. Exactly to my point. Somebody that actually believes in the system, that believes in this manager and this project is admitting exactly what I've already realized about this team. They only play for one half. We don't play for 90 minutes. We play for 45 minutes. A man is saying it like it's something good. It's not. And that's why we dropped the points. Obviously, this is his analysis at half time. Cool. Did we get over the line? I told you, you can't go around in football wasting 45 minutes thinking that you can win a game in the next 45 minutes and think that you're not going to drop points. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this fan base never learn. They never learn. We can play stinky, dreadful, horrendous football. It's always justified. When everybody else does it, it's a sin. It's a sin. Lock them up. They're not allowed. How dare they? Let's continue.
Coming away to the Emirates, cool.
You could see they were happy at the point as well. If you look at the players' faces when that game ended, it was all smiles. It was almost as if Arsenal said, well, we didn't lose, you didn't lose. It's all good.
But yeah, look, Liverpool needed the relief. Liverpool don't want to lose here. They're trying to get that top 4 spot. But they could have won that game, Laurie, in the end. As in, based on the way they were playing. And we're allowing this to happen. Why are we allowing teams, look, I know it's Liverpool, I'm not taking that away, but look, it's going to catch up. Like, people forget, even though we beat Villa 4-1, I think that, do you know, before we scored, that could have gone either way, you know? And people are not seeing, like, they're looking at results and saying, oh, we're going to win the league. They're just looking at results, they're not looking at in-game play.
Thank you. They're looking at the results, they're not looking at in-game play. Thank you. Hit the nail on the head there. Hit the nail on the head. Looking at results, not looking at in-game play. Let's re-AR that.
Like, they're looking at results and saying, oh, we're going to win the league. They're just looking at results. They're not looking at in-game play. That's what I'm saying.
So you don't think we'll win the league?
No, I don't think we'll win the league.
Really?
I don't think. Look, if we won today, this would have been a statement win, and we lost the opportunity for a statement win. I think we're going to lose the league.
Talking facts. Well, they're not going to like you on FTV much longer. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to want you there much longer. You keep talking facts. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to want you there much longer, bro. I'm telling you.
No. Rafa Benitez. No.
Look at this guy. Would you pick any of these managers over Mikel Arteta? Look at this. Look at this fan base. Look at this. Would you pick any of these managers over Mikel Arteta right now?
Antonio Conte. No. Rafa Benitez. No. Carlo Ancelotti. No. Jurgen Klopp. No. Jose Mourinho. Great manager, but it's a no for me. Arne Slot. No. Arsene Wenger. Oh, I love the professor, but it's exciting to see what Arteta's going to do, and I think we're going to win the Champions League under Arteta, so I'm going to stick with Arteta on this one. Pep Guardiola? No. Alex Ferguson? No.
Do not care about what that means to Arsenal. They just want to be able to brag on social media. They are too emotional. They're not a football club. They are a social media sensation with a football club attached to it. They steal everyone else's chance because they can't come up with them themselves, and they haven't got a hardcore core of fans. Their away following's embarrassing. The online fan base is a cancer to them. They are the worst. They're reading newspapers in the stands, getting their mates to take photos of them rather than sitting there watching the game, even if it's after the game. Go and have a beer in the concourse. Get back to your hotel, the town square. What is it for? They don't give a fuck about the football. They don't care for that area of London, for those people. They don't care about winning the league for the city. United do, Liverpool do. Arsenal do not care about what that means to Arsenal.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's continue. Here it goes. They always like to undermine facts with your overreacting. That's the number one thing they love to do. Oh, North, you're overreacting. Overreacting. Is it overreaction when I'm right at the end of the season? Is it overreacting then? They love to do that. But let's continue. I don't know why everyone's overreacting. We've just been bottling league title races year after year after year. And we're seeing the same signs, but apparently we're all overreacting for seeing the same signs. Oh my days. Thank you for gaslighting me. Thank you. Let's continue.
Everyone's overreacting. We just kept a clean sheet and got a draw against the Premier League champions.
We kept a clean sheet against a team that had no strikers. I thought you guys like context, innit? It was a Liverpool side that played Verts up front that had no strikers available. That's not something to gloat about. Is that hard to understand? Let's continue.
Come on, bro. I'm so ill, I can't even do the laugh. But anyway, the main takeaway from the game tonight is that it looked like an off day. And I think at the end of the day, teams have off days, teams don't perform at the level, obscene, incredible level every single week, 2-3 times a week, 90 minutes week in, week out for 8-9 months straight. Teams are going to have performances where sometimes it's a bit iffy, and tonight it just looked like an iffy performance. I think in a title race, in certain games, you're allowed to have that luxury, especially when you've been as good as Arsenal have been this season, to have one game where it's a bit...
You see, let me just pause it right there. When you've been as good as Arsenal have been this season, we haven't been that great. Man is looking at results. Man's looking at green ticks going tick, 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 tick. Okay, L, tick, tick, tick. Okay, draw, tick, tick. Nah. We haven't been good. We've been good in some games. There's some games I'll give you. There's a handful, maybe 3 or 4 games maximum that we've been good. The rest, we have not been good. 4 games out of all the games that we've been playing does not mean we're having a great season. We're getting away with it. But guess what? We didn't get away with it against Liverpool. Didn't get away with it against Chelsea. Didn't get away with it against Sunderland. Didn't get away with it against Aston Villa. What are you, man, talking about? We're not playing well. Like these, man, and this is why these man get the level of the level of like, I'm not going to actually analyze the football. I'm just going to go on based on results. This is the problem with this football club, and this is why it took too long to get rid of Wenger. It's taken too long to get rid of this manager. These men don't analyze what's going on. It's all emotion. When it was Wenger, it was emotion. With this guy, it's emotion. Everything is emotion. The only time this fan base had any sort of standards was with Emery, and guess what? There was no emotion in it because they never liked him. That's the only time they saw things logically and not emotionally. Other than that, everything else is emotion. Wenger, Arteta, all of it's emotion because you're seeing the same bullshit football and same lack of in-game management from this manager. But because they like him, everything's fine. Because there's a couple of wins, that's fine. It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Let's continue.
You're not at the level, but you still get a draw. You still kind of get a result. It's okay because, listen, yes, Liverpool did set up brilliantly. Don't get me wrong. They were the better side. They probably could have won the game, but Liverpool had no shots on target. They didn't really offer any threat going forward from that perspective. Every single time they got into our half, the final ball wasn't there. And I think overall, in terms of the way that they were playing through the midfield, they were playing through our press, they were kind of dictating the game at moments for like 20-30 minutes in the second half. It was all them. I thought like we dealt with that quite well in a sense, and that's why I was Saliba behind me, because for me he was our best player today. Absolutely just imperious at the back, just always wanting to take the ball from right and progress the ball forward, bring the ball forward defensively. I mean, he dealt with everything that came his way. Once again, this season just showing why he is that world-class level for me. However, you can have an off game, but you can't have an off 3 months. Wallahi, bro, I'm struggling. I'm trying to give him a chance. I'm trying to make excuses for him in terms of he's not getting service. You know, he can make runs like this a couple times a game.
That's all fine. That's all fine. You're talking about off 3 months. Your manager's had an off 6 years. That's all fine, holding Gyökeres accountable. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that. No problem with that. What about your manager? What about your manager? Because if it's bad to be underperforming for 3 months, what is it to be underperforming for 6 years? This is what I don't understand. There's requirement and expectation for some and not for others. Ultimately, this manager should be getting all the criticism because everything has happened under his watch. But yet, when it's the manager, we'll give him another chance, give him another year. When it's Gyökeres, I can't take it no more. 3 months, I can't take it no more. Why is there a higher expectation of Gyökeres performing than Arteta? Because, and I'm talking about performing, when I say performing, I'm talking about this manager being able to get over the line. But all of a sudden, it's okay to have expectation of Gyökeres, but not of this manager. This manager must have every excuse under the bus. Give Gyökeres 6 years. You've given this manager 6 years. Give him 6 years. And right now, obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but give him 6 years. Based on the way that you guys don't like to hold the manager accountable, let's just keep that same energy with everyone then. Just give it another 6 years. Fuck it. That's the only time you man have formed any sort of expectation for this manager. Give him 6 years. I don't understand it. Certain people are held accountable, others are not. Ultimately, this manager should be held accountable above everybody.
he's not being fed the ball. But when you are a striker like Jokeris, where you don't rely solely on your technical ability, you need to offer more in a game. You need to be a bit better when it comes to tracking your run, when it comes to making runs and behind, when it comes to making space from your defender. That is my issue, and it's been an issue for the past 3 months. I don't think he scored a Premier League goal at home since Forest in September. It gets to a point where, yes, we are dominating games, we're playing well, but everyone now has to start pulling their weight, and if he doesn't do it soon, he needs to get dropped.
He needs to get dropped. This manager needs to get dropped, if I'm going to be completely honest. This manager needs to be dropped. And you know what? I need to call somebody out. Deji Spurs. Where's Deji been? I haven't seen Deji in a while, bro. Yeah, I'm saying I've been looking for Deji. He hasn't been available to do the Nutmeg Rush show. He hasn't been available to do a show, to link up. I don't know what's going on with Deji, bro. But listen, man, them go snitch to him Northside, bro. I've caught him. Yeah, I'm saying in the end, I found out where Deji's been hiding, because since Spurs got slapped up 3-2 against Bournemouth, I haven't seen Deji, bro. All of a sudden, he's not available, not picking up my calls, not man them, it's not gang no more. But don't worry, man, because it's Northside LDN and we always got the cameras like Big Brother. We're always watching where man's at. And Deji, you can run, you can hide, you know what I mean? But you can't fight it, you know what I mean? Time after time. So I've caught Deji. I've actually got some unseen footage of Deji where he's hiding these days, because apparently he's no longer Tottenham support. I don't know what's going on with Deji. He's not supporting Spurs no more. I don't know what's going on, but we've got some exclusive footage of Deji on the run. Let's go. Let's run the clip. Hold on a sec.
Okay, Mr. Fungala Koki is here. I'm doing my job. Okay? Just go back. Back off. No problem. Stop. Okay, stop. We say stop. Okay, let's go. Here we go. It's Saturday. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Bro. Yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. Here we go. The bus. Stop. Here we go. This way. Turn around. Turn this way. Okay, wait. Now you drive. Let's go. Okay, you go first. Let's go. No problem. Yeah, you good. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, Paris. Incredible. Move this side. Yeah, this all phone like. Okay, cool. Let's go. Work. A lot of work. Yeah, of course. I understand.
Man like Deji Spurs, man. Man like Deji Spurs out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Out here getting a second job in that. You know what I'm saying? Man like Deji Spurs, bro. You can run, you can hide. You don't like it time after time. You ain't going to escape me, bro. I see where you hiding, Dej. I know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Nutmeg Rush show. We need you.
Stop.
Nutmeg Rush.
Stop. Yup. It's red. Cross the street. Thank you. No problem. Thank you, police. Yeah, no problem. Drive. Okay, you. Quick. Let's go. Stop. Okay, stop. Stop. It's red. Please, can you step back, please? Thank you very much. It's green. Don't say what the fuck to me, okay? Yo, what you doing? The car is coming. Step back.
No, it's okay.
No, please. Yeah? No, I'm American. It's red. Please. Yes. Yes, we will. Yeah. Step back, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Here. Quick. Sorry, it's right. Come. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And stop. Now you can go. Everybody. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, okay, the dog. Here we go. Here we go. Cross the street. Nice to meet you, girls. I love this style. I'm sorry, I have a question. No, girls! Stay back. No. Everybody has to wait. Yo, Tantin, stay there. Here we go. Cross the streets. Nice to meet you. It's green today.
Thank you.
Let me come to you.
C'est de Paris?
American.
Okay.
There we go, Deji. You can run, you can hide if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Man knows where you at, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that fake French accent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man knows where you at, Deji. Don't be hiding. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hiding. But yeah, it's an absolute joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? That guy's hilarious. I can't lie. He's actually fucking hilarious, bro. He's hilarious. But yeah, the state of this club is a joke, bro. A lot of these fans are now gonna brush it. Oh, it's only one game. Don't worry. On to the next. We got Portsmouth. You know what I'm saying? We got Portsmouth. We'll beat Portsmouth. Everyone get giddy. Or Arsenal beat Portsmouth. Yeah, let's see. Anyhow, we lose to Chelsea. Oh boy. It's gonna be long for this fan base. Anyhow, we lose against Portsmouth, bro. Anyhow, we lose against Chelsea or Portsmouth, it's gonna be long, bro. You know what I mean? I said zebra crossing police. You know what I mean? I said, nah, did you can't run? Did you can't run like that? Where's my flipping? I need to go out for a blem. Man. I need a blem. I can't even lie. I need a motherfucking blem. Oh, fuck's sakes. This club, man. Nothing ever changes, man. Same old. It's the most deadest club to talk about. It's just the same old shit. I've seen enough this season. Arsenal not winning the league, in my opinion. I hope we do, but I don't think we will. I'll be honest, I just don't think we will. I think we're showing all the same signs. We're showing the same signs that when it matters, we're going to bottle it. When it matters, we're not going to do enough. We're not going to get over the line. That's what I'm seeing. Prove me wrong. Bro, Portsmouth would do a Grimsby. Imagine. You know what I'm saying? Imagine they do a Grimsby, bro. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. This club, I don't see anything. I'm seeing the same old. Seeing the same old signs, and people are going to talk about points and stuff like that. The bigger picture is not just the points. The bigger picture is how you're playing, how you can sustain the way that you're playing. I don't see it sustainable. I don't see it being sustainable. And I think the managers run out of ideas. I called it against PSG. People think I was crazy. I'm just being negative. I called it against PSG. I don't feel like this team is evolving. We've evolved in terms of personnel. Yeah, we've gotten better personnel into the club. But I don't see tactically us getting it better. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this squad if you want to play a certain type of football. You just won't do it. You're just so stubborn. Like the level of stubbornness is incredible. We're just not going to do it. You're not going to play creative football. We're not going to be expansive. We're not going to create chances. We're not doing it. What's going on? And people say it's one game and it's this and it's that. And after years and years of doing this content creating thing, yeah, I've heard it all. You miss me with all of that. I've heard it all, bro. I heard it all. Don't panic. You know, when we was 8 points clear, don't panic. We start dropping points. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. I've heard it all before, man. How many times are you going to tell me don't panic? How many times are you going to tell me it's okay? How many times are you going to tell me, oh, yeah, but it's just a one-off blip? Get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. I don't need to be burnt multiple times to learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be burnt multiple times. I don't mind boring football or pragmatic football as long as it gets me trophies. And the thing is, I know it's not going to get me any trophies. So what's the point? What's the point? It's not bringing me anything. I'm not getting good football. I'm not getting trophies. What is this about? What is this for? What is the point of it? I'm not seeing it. Once again, even though Man City aren't amazing, I can see them winning it. I can see them winning it. I can see them doing just enough. Just enough to get over the line. The way we're struggling is if we're already in the crunch end of the season. Nah, B. Nah. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. But prove me wrong. That's how I look on it. So the managers prove me wrong. I ain't got to prove nothing. The manager's the one that has to prove me wrong. Prove us wrong about this club. Prove us wrong about this manager. I'm just not seeing anything. Jesus is coming back looking the same. Ødegaard's going back into stinking it out again. You know, after the whole hype when he came back. Zubimendi's not improving. Gyökeres is looking all over the place. If he gets subbed, I don't care. If he doesn't start the next game, I don't care. But at the same time, I know it's not him. He's not the main culprit, you know, of why this is going like this. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad, bro. It's so deflated being an Arsenal fan. It really is. When you want to win, if you just want to be one of these losers online, it's great. I don't recognize my club. I haven't recognized my club for a long time. A very long time. I don't recognize my club. And it's just sad. It's sad. We have everything. We have the fan base. We have the money. We have the infrastructure. We have everything to be successful. And the only thing that we're lacking is the mentality. And that's why we'll continue to be like this. The mentality is lacking. I'm not convinced Arteta will get sacked at the end of the season after he doesn't win it. Like I said, if he wins it, keep him. Fair enough. He's earned the right to stay another 2 years and try to win another one. But win it though. Win it. Win it. I would love to just win it and get rid of it, but I could hear him. You know, if he won it, cool, give him another chance. He won it. But I just want to move on from this manager, man. I'm so sick and tired of. There's nothing to analyze anymore. Nothing that I haven't said before in terms of analyzing this manager. It's the same old, same old. The midfield is rigid. He doesn't get the strikers firing. Saka's inconsistent. Martinelli's inconsistent. Ødegaard's inconsistent. It's always the same 4-2-3-1 formation. Never changing it up. Never changing the approach. This is boring, man. It's boring. It's genuinely boring, bro. It's boring watching this. It's boring watching this kind of football, man. Fucking jarring, man. Flipping jarring. And nothing ain't gonna change. Nothing's gonna change because I won't change. He won't change his ways. He's stubborn. He's defensive. He don't listen. He doesn't take on board anything. It's his way or the highway. That's how it is with this guy. His way or the highway. And his way ain't getting us no trophies. I'm so sick and tired of it, man. We're not going to change. We ain't going to change the way that we play. We're not going to give certain players, certain youngsters an opportunity. It's going to stay the exact same way. Ain't nothing changing. And then we got our fan base calling out other teams for their haram ball and the way that they play football. Look at the way that we play football. Look at the way that we play football before you start calling out rivals and how other teams play football. Look at the way that we play football. It's a bit of self-awareness goes a long way. A bit of self-awareness. You know what I mean? A bit of self-awareness. This fan base ain't got no self-awareness, man. They ain't got no self-awareness. No, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't see it changing. I really don't. I don't see it changing. I don't see us It's mad. It's mad. The last game against Bournemouth, we had to rely on Declan Rice. We had to rely on Declan Rice to get us over the line. Another season wasted, another year wasted, another year of being nearly men. And people are happy with this. They're happy. They're cool with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka new contract just announced. Now all of a sudden, bro, whatever, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If Saka's happy with staying here, then just shows exactly what I'm saying. These players, they're happy with this. They're happy. They're happy with not winning anything. They don't want to win. They don't want to win. Saka could go to a top team. Saliba, Gabriel could go to a top team, but they're comfortable at Arsenal. No expectation, no demand to win. No, that's okay. If you underachieve, don't worry. It's all right. You know, be kind. Hashtag be kind. Don't say nothing. These men are happy. They're happy with failure. They're happy with failure, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm genuinely sick of it. I'm supposed to be what? I'm supposed to be jumping up and down because Saka signed a new contract. I'm supposed to be getting excited because Saka got a new contract. Come on, man. Leave me out of it, bro. Leave me out of it. Do you know what I mean? Just whatever, man. Whatever. I don't want to lose our best players, but at the same time, it's to what avail? Like I don't see anything. I don't see any improvement. So, apologize for my pessimism, but who cares? Like, who really cares? What I want to see is this manager sacked and us go and get a top manager. That's what I want to see, bro. That's what I want to see. But instead, we persist. We persist. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ah, my days. This is just going to cover up the cracks. It's going to cover up the issues. It's going to cover up the fact that we're not doing enough. And then it's going to be, well, Starboy's staying. Starboy's staying. Great, Starboy's staying. Are we getting anywhere? Are we doing anything? Why is this not fucking loading, bro? What is going on with this? This flipping dongle, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? But yeah, we're buffering, just like this dongle, this internet dongle. We're just buffering. I'm unable to switch back to desktop because this is buffering, just like Arsenal. Just buffering FC. Buffering FC. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Quadruple charge. Just quadruple charge the likes, guys. Just quadruple charge the likes. What is this doing? Quadruple charge the likes. It's crazy. I'm done with this haram football. Always same scapegoat. Gyökeres and Eze, but the manager gets a pass. He turned the top striker in Europe into an NFL quarterback and Eze into a shadow of himself. So I'm saying the manager's always to blame, but never the players are always to blame, but never the manager. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, bro. Right. Let me see if I can restart this dongle. This is ridiculous. Look, buffering just like Arsenal. Buffering just like Arsenal, bruv. Just like Arsenal. Jarring. Absolutely jarring, bruv. It is what it is. At this point, it's all like all these little things, these announcements. We already know the games, man. We already know the games. Every time something goes sideways, announce a player. Oh, Saka signed, Saliba signed, this and that. But what's it leading to? If the ambition's not there behind these signings, who cares? Who cares? And I know some people are going to say, oh, you're so negative, you're so negative. Nah, I'm just realistic. I'm just realistic. It's all great, Saka sign, but if we're not going to have the, we're not going to have, if we're not going to have the ambition behind it, then why does it even matter? Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. If the ambition's not behind it, then why does it matter? It's ridiculous. I'm just sick of it, bro. It's all facades with this club, man. It's all facade. It's all looking ambitious instead of being ambitious. That's what it seems like to me. We're more concerned in looking ambitious than being ambitious. I've been asking for bringing back standards to the club. We don't have standards. This fan base don't care about standards. They don't care. They just care about Arsenal being able to be in the Champions League so they can run their mouth. That's it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. No, if you're already on the sextuple charge in real life anyway. It's crazy, bro. So it's Arsenal who made Northside drunken master. These man made me depressed, bro. You know what I mean? Man made me depressed, bro. It's jarring, bro. What's this now? See if I go back to desktop. Honestly, bro, it's jarring. There we go. And we're back. What's this now? Getting me to verify to get into my thing. It's jarring, man. Genuinely jarring, bruv. All right, let me put that in. Hold on a sec, chat. I'm gonna put the link out. 5, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. We're back. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let me put the link out. If anyone wants to have their say. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. What's man saying? I'm sick and tired of watching Ødegaard playing week in, week out. He's gone back to the same old, man. For all the hype surrounding him, he's gone back to doing the same old shit, bro. Gone back to doing the same old nonsense. Same old rubbish. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Eze is a good footballer. However, Gyökeres is not. When I first watched him for Lisbon, I thought he was world class. I never thought he was world class, but he's a good player. He's a good striker, bro. But he's a limited striker. But there's been loads of limited strikers. Alan Shearer wasn't doing the false nine thing. Alan Shearer was a gunman. Do you know what I'm saying? There's been loads of strikers like that. So, you know what I mean? Berbatov was a limited striker, but he was a gunman. You know what I'm saying? There's been loads of strikers like that. For me, I don't need every striker to be flipping Harry Kane. But play to their strengths, you know what I'm saying? Play to their strengths. Yo, Macy, what you saying, man?
Yeah, what's up, Northside? It's been quite a while since we spoke, and yeah, nice Barcelona shirt, dude. And I'm wearing my own Marvel t-shirts as well with the Spider-Man picture and all that stuff. Big up Spider-Man, my main superhero. And yeah, yesterday it was a disgusting game, Northside. I can't lie. Like, I can't believe we didn't even destroy Liverpool, because this season Liverpool have been absolutely terrible. They've been getting smoked up by every single team around them. And this was our moment to put more pressure on Man City. And this was the performance we put in against Liverpool. I'm just absolutely gutted. I'm just sick and tired of this manager. Like, the most embarrassing thing was the fact that he didn't even bring Eze and Madueke on in the very quickly, because he always waits until the very last minute to bring them on. And every time he does that, we start to waste so much minutes. It's impossible for us to find a goal. First half, we were I can't lie, we were very good in that first half. We were creating a lot of chances. We were putting Liverpool under a lot of pressure. and we forced them to and we were like making them collapse a bit. But second half, we were absolutely terrible. I can't lie. I mean, the amount of times Kirkis kept on pocketing Saka, like I was a bit shocked by that. And every time, and also Martinelli as well. What the fuck are you doing? Like taking out Connor Bradley. You were very lucky not to be sent off, because you know what will happen if they looked at the VAR and they saw the replay of you putting your leg towards him. You could have nearly gotten yourself sent off, Martinelli, but you were lucky to escape the field. But you were terrible yesterday. I'm calling him from now on. I'm calling him the Brazilian Garnacho, because one game he plays good and the next game he plays bad, because this is who Martinelli is. He has fallen under a cliff since Emery left. Ever since Arteta became manager, Martinelli's form at Arsenal has been ruined by Arteta. And the rest of the players, like Ødegaard, what did you do yesterday? How many times have you kept on skipping the ball, skipping around, and one point Gyökeres was through on goal and you had the opportunity to pass it straight to him, but instead you passed it back to the defense. I'm sick and tired of this captain, this Norwegian Cameron Diaz. Why not go audition yourself in Charlie's Angels, you stupid Norwegian Eminem? I'm fucking done with this captain. I don't even know what makes him special. I'm sick and tired of him. I'm sick and tired of Saka. Like, I do not want Saka to get another contract. Let's just pay him his money and get him out of our club, because what's the point of keeping him? We're not going to win nothing this season, because we know that Man City are behind us now, and now that we've dropped like 4 or 6 points, this could be good for City, because now they could use that to their advantage and they could wait for us to slip up, because look at the games we've got coming up. After we play Chelsea in the League Cup, we've got Forest away, we've got Leeds away, and we've got Manchester United at home. Those are the games that I'm worried about. Despite that, we've got an FA Cup game too on Sunday, and I'm not confident we can beat Portsmouth, because for me, Portsmouth away is a bit difficult, and we've not had a good record when it comes to the FA Cup, because every time we're in a third round or fourth round, we always go out quickly. So we have to win that FA Cup third round match against Portsmouth, and then we've got to go to Stamford Bridge and play Chelsea. And you know what will happen if Liam Rossinier takes charge of them. You know what will happen if his side beats us in the first leg, and then they'll try and stink out a goalless draw in the Emirates. So we have to win every cup. Am I confident we can win a cup? I'm not sure, because Arteta, his arrogance and his ego are the ones that is costing us valuable points. And yesterday was no different. And Liverpool, they absolutely just waited for the right moment to strike. And David Raya and the defense had nothing to do. They were just chilling. But apart from that, I was a bit embarrassed that we drew 0-0 to a Liverpool team that has been getting banged up by every single club in the Premier League, even the Champions League too. PSV Eindhoven battered them. So we have to. I'm sorry, but we have to sack Arteta, because Lee made it spot on after the game. He said, if we do not win this game against Liverpool, sack Arteta. And he's spot on. I agree with Lee. We have to sack Arteta, because if we want to win this Premier League, we need to go and get a manager who is experienced enough and has won something in the past to get us that trophy. Because Arteta's arrogance and ego are the only things that are costing us that opportunity, because every time he cannot, like, he's doing all this kind of airplane stuff and he's just jumping around and with all this stuff with his hands up in the air. Like, none of the players don't even want to listen to him, because Ødegaard, Saka and Martinelli are the only 3 people that trust, that respect him and respect his opinion as head coach. So all of you 3 fools that continue to back Arteta, fuck off with him. Because I'm sick and tired of the fact that these 3 motherfuckers, the Eminem, the the Yo Gotti, Yo Gotti, the rapper, and the Brazilian Garnacho continue to back the Spanish Borat with the ging in the castle, all this bullshit. All four of you fucking have to beat my clock right away. I don't care if you fan base fools think that I'm being reactionary and saying, oh, Macy, why are you still, oh, Macy, but we still got a point. I don't fucking care. That's 4 points we dropped yesterday. Because if we beat Liverpool, then we could have put more pressure on Man City. And now because of that draw, Man City now have the advantage and they will be rubbing their hands because now look, I've just seen on the report that Semenyo has officially joined Man City. And it won't be long before Gueye goes there too. So any of you fan base fools think that I'm being reactionary, fuck you.
Well, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetic, Macy. You know what I'm saying? The undisputed. Yeah. Quick match analysis. What you saying? What you saying, bro?
Yeah, big up for having me on the platform. Just to speak on the game yesterday, I think what I said in my video was if there was a match for Arsenal to drop points, it should be this one, because at the end of the day, Liverpool is a big team. Versus if you also drop points versus an Everton or a Leeds, it would be even more crazier because these teams are just trash at the end of the day. But I think Arsenal should be almost lucky they even got a point out of this game, because Liverpool were on it in the second half, and they had y'all chasing second balls as if y'all almost look like a amateur second division type team. But at some point you would have dropped points anyway. Like you were never gonna go keep winning every single game. Like it just is the way of football. It is what it is. But I do understand some Arsenal fans when they say we have no business dropping points against this team because Liverpool have been super poor this season. So I definitely get that side of it, but I also get the other side where you just take this point and run with it, because again, Liverpool are just a good team.
I don't know, man. I kind of disagree. I think the thing is, I feel like when your rivals are in a weak position, you need to put them to the sword. We didn't face a Liverpool team full strength. They didn't have all the players that they needed. They haven't been playing well. And really and truly, we should have buried our chances in the first half. They come out differently in the second half. But we don't take our opportunities. We let them back in the game. This is the type of naivety I saw against Sunderland when we're 2-1 up and then we're trying to camp and park the bus for 10 minutes, taking off a midfielder, bringing on a centre-back and allowing them to spam crosses into the box. It's the same naivety I've been seeing for 6 years. I'm not saying that we're going to win every single game, but we're racking up the draws. The draws are the reason why we lost last season. I'm seeing nothing tactically that's getting us over the line. I'm not even seeing improvement on performances. I'm seeing the same rubbish performances, the same stale tactics, the same stale substitutions. Why should I believe in something that I've already seen? I don't need to. I'm not surprised that we dropped points to Liverpool. I'm not surprised that we stunk it against Wolves because we was rubbish in earlier games. I'm not surprised that we didn't put Chelsea to the sword because we didn't put Sunderland to the sword. And with this fan base, there's always a comfortable excuse. When it's Sunderland, they're a good team. Sorry, we're supposed to be the team going for the league. I don't care if they're a good team. We should be slapping them up. Man can't preach to me that this team is amazing, the best in Europe, best squad in Europe, and then I'm supposed to be scared of Sunderland. Respectfully, that don't make no sense to me. Man can't be telling me that Liverpool ain't... My fan base has been chatting shit about Liverpool since the start of the season. They don't look convincing. They don't look convincing. Cool. But we're supposed to be the team to get over the line. We don't look convincing in 2 games against them. The first game, we lost Slobberslide free kick. Cool. Worldy of a free kick. And we nullified their attack. Well, guess what? They nullified us in the second half and they got something out of the game. That's the difference between us and them. They got something out of the game. This is a team that's been rubbish this season and they got a win and a draw against us. My fan base took way too much smoke for this team for me to give them any leeway. Because every single time we have conversations about the players, individuals, best in the world, world class. When I talk about this manager, you can't criticize him, best in the world. So cool, I'm going to hold you to those standards then. I'm going to hold you to those standards. It's like your boy saying, yo, my girl's bad. Yo, she's a baddie. Yo, she moved to this girl. She's flames. You go to her and you see her. She look like a dinner lady. She looks like she drives a local bus. I'm like, you gassed it up to say it was a 10 out of 10. And this girl looking like Rasputia. You can't be doing that. So this is the problem, bro. They don't have humility in the way they speak about this squad. So I hold this squad and this team to the standard that they tell me. And then when things go sideways, there's ifs, buts, and excuses. But guess what? I'm not the one gassing up this squad. I'm the one always saying, yo, we have a squad with the ability to win, but we're not playing well. It doesn't matter. You're just being negative. You're twerking for the rivals. I'm the one saying, yo, set pieces is gonna dry up. You just looking for excuse. You just hate Arsenal. Well, have I not been proven right? And I'll continue to be proven right because this manager doesn't change. It's not that I'm trying to be proven right. It's this manager's not proving me wrong. That's the difference. He has the power to prove me wrong, but he don't change nothing. I've been saying Zubimendi ain't press resistant. He got pressed the fuck out of against Chelsea. He's been getting pressed the whole season. These men telling me he's better than Partey. I never seen Partey get pressed like that. Never seen it. Never seen it. These men were celebrating Jesus coming back. Oh my God, Jesus is coming back. Him and his picky head. He's coming back. Cousin Skeeter's on the way back. Bro, what's he doing, bro? Junior from my wife and kids. What's he doing with that air balloon head? What's he doing? Nothing, bro. Because he's got one fucking South American mohawk. Bro, there's bear of them, man. There's bear of them. Just go down to the local Radizio, bro. You'll find bear of them. These man gas players that have struggled and have not done anything. I'm supposed to say that these are the saviors. I'm sorry, bro. I'm a man, innit? I look at things logically, not emotionally. It's not good enough. Ødegaard, come straight back into the team. All of us here, Kawaja, me, Macy, we all said, yo, when Ødegaard comes back, walk straight back into the team. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What's he doing? Nothing. But you know what? It's okay. Because we have to sacrifice Eze to bring Ødegaard back in. Eze that performed against Palace, scored against his old team, scored a hat-trick in the North London derby, scored against had a great assist for Martinelli against Bayern Munich. But it don't matter because the Golden Boy is back. The Golden Boy is back, he gets back in. But it's bullshit, bro. There's nothing about Arsenal this season that is evolved. Nothing.
I mean, any Arsenal fan that thinks y'all been playing good this season, delusional. Like, y'all haven't been playing good. The only thing y'all have going for y'all is just the results. And y'all have a couple performances, like the Villa performance and the Bayern performance, the Forest performance. Like, y'all have a couple performances, but largely, y'all been poor. But my thing is, I think y'all still win the league because City, they're just not doing enough. Like, if you're gonna score one goal for these past couple matches, then you need to be able to keep a clean sheet, which they're not doing. So I think you guys have the ability to score one goal, but keep a clean sheet, even though y'all don't play good football at all. So that's why I think the title is heading.
I don't know. We can stink it out. But, bro, we're even struggling to score goals, bro. Declan Rice saved us in the last game. Declan Rice as a DM. We're getting centre-backs to save us. We're getting Timber in the position of a number 10. Like, it's all backwards. It's just this football. I ain't going to get over the line. I'm sorry. I don't want to be pessimistic. I really don't. I want to believe, but there's things here that I can't. I see no growth in a manager. So when I see a manager repeating the same mistakes, it's like, why should I believe in you when you can't even rectify your mistakes? It's not that a manager can't make mistakes. It's when you consistently do the same nonsense again and again, expecting different results. I can't back that. At the end of the day, why is it taking this long to get your striker performing? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, why is it you can't identify which players play best in which position, what deficiencies certain players have? Why? There's so many things. His player ID, the way he analyzes play, bro, it's all poor, bro. At this point, you might as well bench Gyökeres and just play Moreno up front. You might as well. If you're not going to utilize him, just play Moreno. There's no point. It's a pointless.
No, yeah, it's poor. I actually think if you guys could sell that guy in January, bro, sell him, bro, because that guy is trash. Like, the way whenever Jesus comes on the pitch, the levels just fly up to the point where y'all look like a football team again, because this Gyökeres dude just backs up into defenders. He looks slow, barely shoots. The guy probably has one shot in past what three matches. It's poor. It's just straight up poor. And again, the way y'all play again, it doesn't help him. So what's the point of him?
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Kawaja, what are you saying, man? How are you feeling about all this?
It's one of the worst performances of the season, arguably one of the worst. I don't think we deserved to win that game. I mean, I knew that when Ødegaard would start, he would slow the game down, and he did that again. I mean, what did he do in the game? And Top Gunners are now saying, "Oh, but you got a goal and 2 assists in the last 3 games and all that crap." And like, come on, that doesn't fool me. We all know, even Macy would know that Ødegaard clapped is rubbish, and he's been trash for 18 months or so. And let's be real with it. We have been trash. Let's be real. We have had bad performances, but let's be real. This isn't sustainable. Even North said it. Macy said it. I've been saying it. Aaron's been saying it. Everyone's been saying it. But when you watch the Top Gunners, they think, oh, Arteta's doing a good job and that. But what are the trophies he's got to show me that, you know what, he's a good manager? This guy decided to park the bus against Liverpool at home. Brother, are you okay? Why are you parking the bus in the second half? This is a Liverpool team that have been not great this season. This is one of the worst Liverpool teams I've ever seen, and we still can't beat them. We're one of the teams that failed to score against Liverpool at home and at Anfield. How embarrassing is that? This Liverpool team got smoked 3-0 by Nottingham Forest, and we still could not beat them at Anfield. This Liverpool team haven't been great away from home. They've been conceding goals, right? And we couldn't even score a single goal in that game. We started the game well. Saka was all right. I've been seeing some of our players not even passing the ball to Gyökeres in the box. Timber had the chance to put the ball in the box. He put it straight to Alisson. How is this going to help? What is the point of bringing Gyökeres if these players don't even want to play for him? Like, Declan Rice said that Gyökeres is one of the best strikers in the world, and that's his opinion, right? But if you think that, why are these players not playing for him? They don't want to play for him. I don't see Ødegaard passing the ball to him. I don't see anyone doing it. Everyone's like, oh, but you're a fake fan if you don't back Ødegaard. The guy has been a scrub. He's a scrub. You can tell why no one rates him, because he's rubbish. Eze came on and tried to do something. What did Ødegaard do for the whole 73 minutes? Nothing. It was a waste of time. It was a boring match. It was so boring, bro. I just felt like I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to go to bed early, because that's Arteta for you. He just wants to play this boring football. And I just felt like so tired. My eyes were like, my eyes look red, and I just don't know what to do. I'm like, can someone explain to me, why is this manager playing this haram football? Can someone just take him away and never come back? Because I don't want to see that Lego face-headed prick anywhere near my club.
But
I don't want to see that.
You think Eze been good this season? Because I like Eze, but I don't think he's necessarily been good. I'm not saying Ødegaard has been good, but I'm just saying I don't think
Eze's been great, but he still can do better than Ødegaard. I mean, Eze scored a hat-trick in the North London derby. I know it's irrelevant, but he got a player of the match performance. When do you see Ødegaard do any of that? No. I've seen Eze do good things during his time so far this season at Arsenal. Ødegaard's done none of that. I've seen journalists go, I saw Harry Simeyu against Bournemouth say Ødegaard got a beautiful assist for Rice's second goal. What is the beautiful assist? It's just a simple 2-yard pass. What are we doing here? Ødegaard can't even pass the ball, bruv. This guy's so slow. He has a pillow foot. What is he doing? Oh, but he had injuries. Our manager came out in the press conference and said that the weather was the reason why we struggled. The weather. Is that an excuse? The weather. Mate, it's football. Of course it's going to be raining. It's weather. You still got to play your football. What is this weather excuse? Oh, but it was very cold. What's that supposed to mean? This is football. Everyone plays in the winter. You got to play in the winter, spring, summer, whatever it is. But come on, bro. He's saying that we dominated. What did we dominate? We didn't. We had the ball. And then we passed it sideways. Then sideways again. It's a U-shaped valley. U-shaped. I see our captain carrying the ball from our goalkeeper. Is that even a creative spark? Is that what Eze would do? Eze would never get the ball from our goalkeeper. Eze would be up there higher, pressing. I see our captain. He's just standing there like Will from In Between and skipping around like this. What is he doing? What is this skipping around? What is he doing? Is he in a primary school just jumping around, skipping around with his mates? I don't know what he's doing, but when you look at Macy was spot on with what he said about Arteta and that. But let's be real here. We know Arteta will try and mess it up at some point because Manchester City dropped points to Brighton and Crystal Palace drew to Villa at home. Them two dropped points. We were 5 points clear. It was a massive opportunity to go 8 points clear. 8. And people say, oh, it's a draw. You don't drop points right now. Come to May and you don't win the league, the draws are gonna cost us again. Just like last season, 14 draws. Liverpool had 84 points, we had 74. If we turn those draws into wins, we win the league. Right now, these draws are costing us. Some of the losses, yes, it's been costing us as well. But this manager does not admit any responsibility because he doesn't have the boost to just go, you know what, I take responsibility. My man brings on Eze with 16 minutes to go. What did Ødegaard do in the first half? He did absolutely fuck all, bruv. The guy absolutely stinks. I just don't understand why these fans go, but Gabby Jesus is back. What did he do when he came on? Madueke put a ball in the box. Where was Gabby Jesus? If that was Gyökeres, he would tap that in. Martinelli was in the box. Gabby Jesus, what did he do when he came on? The guy can't even control the ball, mate, let alone saying, oh, he's back. The guy is overrated as well. Let's not forget, people. Like, people get carried away saying, oh, but we're 6 points clear. When Manchester City win that derby, Manchester derby, they're 3 points behind us. And we got to beat Nottingham Forest. You better win me that league title, Mikel. If you don't win me that league title, you're out the door. I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, but the weather, the referees. This is what he does. He gives out excuses and everyone doesn't call him out. Press conferences, he just doesn't get called out. I just don't understand. We slow the game down. We try to attack. We slow it down. Why? Go quick. Go quickly past the ball. We're slowing it down. We slow it so down, and I just feel so bored. Saliba did more than Ødegaard in the game. Saliba, our centre-back, did more than our captain. How is that possible? How can you have a centre-back creating more than our captain? Saliba managed to put the ball in the box in the second half. What's Ødegaard doing? He's hiding behind the referee. He's hiding. I can't see what he's doing. The guy is not good. The guy's not good enough. I hope we sell him. Zubimendi wasn't great. Let's be real. Gravenberch put Zubimendi and Rice in his pocket, in his back pocket. Gravenberch absolutely tore Zubimendi and Rice apart. Rice looked tired. They looked shattered. I just don't understand what is going on with this manager. Why did he not just go attacking? He decided to park the bus because it's Liverpool and he's scared. He's been a coward for quite a few while now, and I just don't know what to say. I mean, Ødegaard can't even make a forward pass. Exactly, Khalid. He can't even make a forward pass. They're defenders. We got a midfielder that can't even pass a ball, mate. He has no vision, no IQ. His passing is so trash. I mean, I just don't understand why we overhype him, but he's back. Listen, North, this league title is still in the balance. I mean, let's be real. Maybe Man City have not been great, but let's be real. When they find that form, we're under pressure. And we know what Arteta does under pressure. Messes it up.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm just tired of it. I'll be real. I'm sick and tired of it as well. I don't see anything changing. I see another year wasted, and yeah, hopefully we're proven wrong. We are still top of the league, but Macy, I don't see anything changing, bro. I see the same approach, and if we lose to Chelsea with their new manager, I want to see what the excuse is. I want to see what the excuse is, because that's going to be the demise. Then everything, all eyes are on the majors. Yeah, you still got the FA Cup and stuff like that, but obviously we've got to beat Portsmouth, which I expect us to do. But I don't know, because we only turning up for 45 minutes. These cup games, man, they can be dangerous sometimes. You underestimate certain teams, it can be dangerous, because they'll go for it. You know what I mean? They'll go for it. We're just going to stink it up. You never know. Look at United with Grimsby. I know we're not as bad as United, but still. I don't know, man. I'm not confident for us to win anything, to be honest, the way we're playing. I'm not confident.
Yeah, that's the thing, Northside. I remember that's why we have a bit of a problem with the championship teams, because I remember when we played Nottingham Forest, who were once a championship side. They beat us 1-0, and guess who we had up front? The king of Zamunda, Eddie Nketiah, up front, and he didn't even create one single shot for us on target. And that is why Nottingham Forest absolutely roasted us up that year before in the 2021-22 season. So that was our fault. So Portsmouth are no strangers, because I remember at one point, I remember they had some history in the FA Cup, and also the fact of the matter is that they've also got a top experienced manager in John Musinia, I think. And they've also got a couple of ex-Premier League stars as well. And we've also got a horrible record when it comes to the third round and the fourth round of the FA Cup, because we always go out so quickly. Last season, we went out to Manchester United, which I believe was the fourth round of the FA Cup, when we drew 1-1, and then United beat us in a penalty shootout. So for me, we have to win that third round comfortably, because we have to beat Portsmouth. Because if we go out of the FA Cup and then lose to Chelsea in the League Cup first leg, and then lose to then it looks like our title chances are getting a bit like out away from our hands now, because Nottingham Forest is our next game, and we know what will happen. We know the kind of way Sean Dyche is, because Arteta still hasn't been able to beat Dyche, and we know what will happen if he plays that low block against us, the same way he played us out against when he was at Burnley and Everton. So don't underestimate Sean Dyche. He's somebody that knows how to play a kind of low block to keep us out. And also, we've got Leeds coming up. We've got United as well. That even though United are on a bit of a sluggish run, they'll still turn up at the Emirates and give us a bit of a scare. So those games for me, Northside, they're scary, and we have to win all of our games, because even though Man City themselves have been dropping a lot of points, they've already bought in Semenyo, and it won't be long before Gueye is on the verge of coming as well, because apparently City are looking to hijack Gueye and convince him to come to them. So we have to start getting some signings in January as well, because even though our fan base are saying, "Oh, but we have a good squad that is going to win the league," we still have to make our squad better, because we need to get in some reinforcements. Because what's going to happen if Trossard gets injured? Who's going to replace him? Martinelli? Martinelli's been terrible. So we have to get in some recruitments in January, because look at Man City. They're moving mad now in the January window. They bought in Semenyo, and it seems like they're looking. It looks like Gueye could be coming too. So we have to get in some signings quickly, because I've seen Palace bought in Brennan Johnson. Everton have just bought in Moise Kean, I think. So them teams are moving mad in the January transfer window, and we have to start. If we want to win this league, we need to go out in January and get some recruitments. And I still think Andre Berta, he's still a bit unsure about Arteta's decision of getting players. So I think Berta needs to start pressing the button and getting Arteta out, because I think Berta has had enough of Arteta. I think Berta is just waiting for the right time to push the button, because I still think Berta is the right man to get to sack Arteta, because for me, the Cronkies aren't going to sack Arteta. So Berta is the only one that has the capability of getting Arteta out if he doesn't win nothing, because the Cronkies are more than happy than getting Champions League football, because that's their main ambition. Because they said that the reason we've moved to the Emirates is to get Champions League football and get more money. So that is why the Cronkies should be held accountable. But none of our fan base aren't man enough to call out the Cronkies. We are the only ones that call out the Cronkies, because we see them for who they are. a bunch of poison reminds me of the NWO when they were poisoning the WWE. So they are the poison to Arsenal Football Club, because for 20 years they've held Arsenal. They've been able to hold Arsenal like at bay, and they have not even for once have been able to see the problems going on at the football club, because they're happy with the fact that they're making tons of money so that they can just use it to go back to America and spend it on the LA Rams. So I'm just worried now, Northside, because the amount of times we're always trying to put pressure, like we're always trying to get that result. We'd never ever get to that finish line, because this manager is the second version of Brendan Rodgers. Because when Brendan Rodgers was at Liverpool, he was on the finish line, but he never got to that final stage. So this manager is doing the exact same thing Rodgers used to do. But the reality is, when Rodgers left Liverpool, he went to Celtic and won trophies there. And then he came back to England. He went to Leicester and he won another trophy, the FA Cup. So this manager he's doing the exact same thing Brendan Rodgers used to do. So we have to sack this manager one way or another. And no matter how many times we perform badly, our fan base are just happy to defend the players. So I just think now, until I'm just saying that if we keep on like dropping points and losing games, then the fan base will start to they'll start to turn on Arteta, because you saw the full-time whistle against Liverpool. I can hear a couple of fans booing. So that's a sign of things to come. If Arsenal keep dropping points, then the boos will get even louder. So that is why our fans need to start, our fans need to show that something could happen, and that they could start, they could try and use the boos on the manager, because even though they were booing at the players, now they can use the boos on the manager as well.
No, I hear it, man. What are you saying, quick, man? What are you saying?
I mean, again, I hear some of y'all complaints. I just don't see how Arsenal don't win it this year. You know what I'm saying? And I just think if y'all get any injuries, even though the players y'all have as backups might not necessarily be the best, they're way better than what y'all had before. Better than Smith Rowe, who after all his injuries he fell off a cliff. And Nketiah is a scrub. Rob Holding, all these bums. Like the players y'all have now as backups, I think they're of a level where they would start for a lot of teams. So I just don't see how, unless Arteta somehow plays round ball versus these mid-table teams and gets a lot of draws. I could see that happening, but I think the chances of y'all winning are higher than y'all not winning. Again, I just think City. I think City are just a little too poor this season. Like, I don't know. I'm not really convinced.
I'll be real with you, yeah. At the end of the day, in football, it's not always about the squad. It's about the manager. And what I mean by that is, Conte went into a team that wasn't his. It wasn't built by him, and he won. Slot went into a team that supposedly needed a rebuild, and he won. Yeah, I mean, Glasner's gone into Palace, won 2 signings and won. You don't need... The problem at Arsenal is the most important thing, what I'm saying, the most important thing is a manager. Like, if you haven't got a top manager, yeah, he ain't going to get the most out of the squad. And like I said, I already feel like the squad is good enough to win something. Like, Tuchel going to Chelsea, young squad, win Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're a very good manager, you'll get the most. Unai at Villarreal, they weren't built to win the Europa League. You won it. If you're a top manager, you're able to get the most out of the team. Our biggest problem is the manager, in my opinion. It's the manager and his approach. And you just said it there. Like, what's going to be his approach against the smaller teams? You know he's conservative. You know he's scared of actually imposing himself. So his fear to utilize his team productively is going to be the reason why we don't get over the line, in my opinion. 6 points is nothing. Well, we've been caught up by 8 points. You know what I mean? A man can say it's not the City of old, but we're still the same old Arsenal in terms of we don't go out there with the intention to win must-win games. And we still struggle to win must-win games. So it kind of balances out. Yes, we have a better squad, but we still have the same mentality that held us back years ago. So I don't really see the progression. For example, you've got a goal scorer there and you don't utilize him. You know what I mean? Like, you're not actually utilizing him. He's literally a passenger in the game. Every time we play him, it's passenger. And it just shows you, like, you can give certain managers whatever tools you may think that they need. They don't have the knowledge and know how to actually utilize them. So what's the point? There's no point. And Arteta's showing that you can have a goal scorer. If you don't know how to use him, what's the point? What's the point? So I just feel like the role of a manager is very important, and he can be the difference between you getting over the line and you coming up short. And I feel like this manager is the reason why we'll come up short, in my opinion. I just don't think he's good enough. It's down to him to prove us wrong, but at the end of the day, I just don't see it. If we are struggling like this at this time of the season, yeah, just wait until it's the crunch end of the season, and then we'll see how we play. Because this is supposed to be under no pressure, supposedly. This is still supposed to be in a time of the season where you still have time to recover. And you look at our performance against Everton and Wolves and Villa, not the last game before that, Chelsea, Sunderland, it was very scared. It's not even the business end. So why should I believe that this guy is going to go for it in the business end of the season? You know, surely you'll be going for it up until the business end of the season. Then the business end of the season, then you go, okay, let me be a bit more pragmatic, because there's different teams fighting for different spots, Europa League, Conference, trying to be in a league title, trying to get into the championship, into the Champions League, trying not to avoid to get relegated. Cool, let me be a little bit more pragmatic. Instead, he does the reverse. He's pragmatic all the way to the end. And then that's why we come up short. That's why we dropped too many points. That's why we dropped too many points last season. Those draws came from being pragmatic. Because a lot of those draws were from winning positions. But then you want to lock up the game. You want to lock up the game. 1-0 will lock up the game. That's what he tried to do against Sunderland. What happened? We dropped points. He doesn't learn. I'm for giving people chances, but if you're not going to learn, then I can't keep giving you a chance if you're adamant that you don't want to learn from your mistakes.
He did it against Wolves. We were 1-0 up, Saka, the Johnston own goal, and we parked the bus and they scored an equaliser, and then we had to get an own goal to win it.
Exactly. Thank you.
But Messi was talking about
again. He's going to do it.
Messi was talking about signings. I mean, I think the way our squad is set up, y'all have to sell players. Like, y'all don't have any leeway in the squad to add any players. So how much do you think, first of all, who do you want to sell? I know Martinelli for a fact.
Martinelli has to go, because I just don't because ever since Arteta took over the club, Martinelli hasn't been the same. Because when Emery bought him from Brazil, Martinelli was an absolute baller. Like, he was running forward, he was scoring goals, he was looking like a prime player. But now that Arteta has come in, Martinelli doesn't look like the player that we used to remember him. So he just reminds me of Garnacho, because at one point, because Garnacho played one good game and then he played the next game horrible. So Martinelli is learning the same way, is doing the same thing Garnacho did, playing one good game, then playing a bad game. So for me, Martinelli needs to go. I've given Martinelli a lot of respect, but for me, I just think he's been at this club for far too long. He has to go. Jesus definitely needs to go too, because I just don't know how this manager has kept him in the football club. I don't understand what makes Jesus special. And you got fan base, not us, but the fan base like AFTV saying, oh, but Jesus was part of the Man City squad that won the Premier League title. Because of the fact that Aguero was the main striker, they sold him off, and then they had to bring in Jesus as the main striker. But Pep never wanted him. So what did Pep do? He sent him over to us. And now he's not even the striker that he was when he was at Man City. So Jesus has to go. Saka has to go. I don't know how many more times are we going to give him another contract? Because I just don't know. Like Saka for me, because if Saka keeps on getting more contracts, then by 26 his career will be finished. So we have to sell him to a club where he will win trophies, because we know we're not winning trophy. We can't win one trophy at Arsenal. So for me, Saka,
he's comfortable here though, Macy. He's comfortable here. And for me,
I understand it. I understand he's comfortable, but for me, how are we like? I understand that we're top and all that, but if we keep on dropping points, it won't be long before Saka realizes that this is too much for him. He should go and win trophies at another club, a club that's more ambitious, because we don't know like how long are we going to give him more contract extensions. It's just that I already said it before and I'll say it again. Until Saka gets to 26, he will be dusted. Because look at Michael Owen and Wayne Rooney. Their careers were dusted when they were 26 years old. So Saka's on that list as well.
Yeah, for the amount of games and the way we're just running him into the ground. I hear it. I think for me, you can sell Martinelli.
Yeah.
You can sell Havertz. You can sell Jesus. Yeah. You can sell Northside. I don't care if he just come. You can sell him.
Ødegaard.
I'd sell Zubimendi. I don't like Zubimendi. You can sell him straight away. I don't care if we just bought him.
Yeah.
You can sell him. He can go. I have no problem with him going.
Moreno, maybe?
Sell Ødegaard as well, because Ødegaard's been trash, and obviously we should sell him.
Yeah.
Sell Jesus. Sell Havertz as well. Don't forget, we've got to sell the donkey, by the way, because the donkey.
Ødegaard can go, because for what he brings to the team, we can get a player that can do that with a much cheaper wage. Man's on that, what, 150, 160, something like that?
Maybe he was on 240k a week. Ødegaard was on 240k a week last season.
That's what I'm saying. He can go, bro. He can go. Man can't tell me he's worth 240 a week. No way.
I don't know why we bought him from Chelsea. I don't know why we bought him as a free transfer. Like, what has Kepa ever like? I know Kepa's a good backup to Raya, but I just don't know like how many more goalkeepers we're gonna need. Like Kepa's for me needs to go. Do you agree?
Yeah, he can go, bro. I never wanted him. I never wanted him.
Yeah, Tommy Setford. We bought him last in the summer, and Arteta never uses him. So what's the point in buying Tommy Setford? You had him playing against Preston last season, and he hasn't even been on the bench. What is the point in buying another goalkeeper? Exactly, hair flicks.
Yeah, What's
the point in buying 8 goalkeepers, 7 left backs? How many more left backs do you need? You had Nuno Tavares. He's been trash in his first season, and we sold him. Honestly, why are we buying more left backs?
Conga as well in his first season at Arsenal, he wasn't that good, and then we had to loan him out to Seville, to Luton, and now look where he is. We sold him on a free transfer to Hamburg.
I'm just tired of it. But listen, big up to you three, man.
Yeah.
Let's up the live for 10:15. Going to be on with me and Tony Claude. We'll be talking about this Saka contract. Big up Kwaja, big up Macy, big up Quick as well for jumping on. You already know. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Troops Northside raid on the way in, and I'll see you guys later. Love.